Good morning, good evening, one all gathered here. First of all, I would like to thank our management, principal and vice principal, faculty members of the department to give the great opportunity to conduct this type of webinar for our students. We are gathering now for discussing the online anonymity multiple choice questions examination for the subject dynamics of machines. For giving guidelines and for giving lecture about that topic, Dr. P. Senthil Kumar is available. He is Assistant Professor Level 3 in Bannari Institute of Technology. I would like to introduce our resource person. He did his UG degree, that is in Mechatronics, and the year of 2018 at the Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology. Then he completed his postgraduate engineering design in College of Engineering Gundi, University Chennai. He completed his research work in mechanical engineering at the research center of Bannari Institute of Technology under Amman University control. Right. So then, he have more than 9 years experience in the teaching. So he have published so much of technical papers in reputed journals, and he also published some conference papers in the conferences conducted by the reputed institutions. So he have filed patent. That is under progress. So then he delivered so much of guest lectures and the topic of MATLAB for engineering education, robotics, introduction to MATLAB, neural network and neural network, mathematical model of mechanical systems using MATLAB and Simulink. These are all very famous topics he have delivered in various institutions. In our college also he have delivered so much of guest lectures. So now I welcome you, sir, Dr. Senthil Kumar. So now I handed over the session to Mr. Senthil Kumar.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Let me share my screen first. Okay, is my screen visible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, visible.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you, Guru sir. And first of all, I would like to thank Ramco Institute of Technology for giving me the opportunity and Department of Mechanical Engineering. And so today I'm going to discuss about Dynamics of Machinery course. So I have been conducting this course for the last 10 years in our institute, and I started my teaching career in 2010, so almost 10 years over. So I've been all these years I have been teaching this course. It's one of the course in my area. So today this is my agenda. We will start with let me give you my overall plan. So first 15 minutes 10 minutes I'm going to talk about learning. So this is very, very important because you students are studying a lot of subjects, not only just dynamics of machinery. So we must know what is the purpose of doing all those stuffs like exams, assessment. There are so many things. Or the learning really takes place, that I will tell you only 10 minutes. Then we can directly go to units. So there are totally 5 units. Unit 1, dynamic analysis and flywheel. Okay, so that I will spend around 10 minutes for each units. Okay, so unit 2, maybe we can take it as governor and gyroscope. Probably that is your 5th unit. Anyway, we will discuss that as a second unit. Then we will go to balancing. Unit 3, balancing. Okay, another 10 minutes for balancing. Then the last 2 units, unit number 4 and 5, vibration. So totally 10 minutes for each unit. So roughly around 15 minutes plus learning for 10 minutes. So totally 1 hour. I will cover all those things. Then I have some sample MCQs with me. For example, I will show you some sample set. MCQ set. So totally I have four different set of questions for MCQ. So I will discuss any one set. Remaining I will give it to you. So you just go through that. So you will get some idea. In that set 4 slightly different. Okay, something like a gate exam pattern, because since this is the first time university conducting MCQ test, sometimes you will get integrated questions, multiple choice possible. So multiple choice, sorry, no, not multiple choice, match the following, true or false. So everything comes under MCQ type only. So that is a possibility. Okay, so I will include that kind of questions in set 4, but all the remaining 3, set 1, 2, 3, all simple MCQ type, multiple choice questions only. Okay, so we will start with learning. I always discuss that portion, learning, with all the students. Whoever studied under my guidance, they should know what is learning. So I just talk about that particular portion for 10 minutes. It's really important. Okay, so what is learning? See, we faculty member teach in the classroom. That is called teaching. It's a kind of job. For example, teachers are responsible for teaching, so there is no doubt. But when it comes to learning, who is responsible for learning? Students. So students have to learn knowledge. So that's why it is called learning. So learning is a continuous practice. So students, please observe this. This is very, very important. Learning is not a work. Let's see the meaning of word practice. Okay, learning is doing an activity again and again and regularly to improve knowledge. So this is very, very important. So how do you learn? So how do you study? That is very, very important. Currently, we are studying in the wrong manner. So whatever we know, how we study, every week, faculty conduct 3 to 4 lectures in the classroom. What we do, maybe we will study in the hostel or room. Sometimes we may not study. But one thing is very clear, we always study one day before the examination. That's a wrong concept, because we student assume that learning as a work. Because faculty members doing teaching as a work, but student can't do learning as a work. I will give you an example. Let's see some example for learning. Studying is one example. Probably when I said study about studying, you may not understand. My question is very simple. What I'm trying to say is very, very simple. Studying is an activity which you have to do again and again, or regularly. So every week you have to study. Whatever the content the faculty member teach in your classroom, you have to study within that day itself. That is a first priority. Sometimes it's not possible because you have some other work like family function, health problem. There are many issues we can say. So in that case, you have to study whatever the content that faculty member teach within that week itself. So that is my point. I will tell you that in another way. You take driving. Driving is an example for learning. Imagine you don't know driving. You want to learn driving. What do? You normally go to driving school. There is a master like a driver. He teach how to drive. So you have to spend daily 1 hour. So that's a target they will give it to you. So every day minimum you have to spend 1 hour for driving. You have to go that particular driving school. You have to practice it. Then only you can learn. So driving is a kind of practice. But imagine like that. Sir, I am not ready to spend daily 1 hour. Okay. So totally I have to go minimum 1 month. So what does mean by 1 month? So daily 1 hour means minimum 25 hours. Let me spend 25 hours continuously. So what is the time now? 6:30. So today 6:32, tomorrow 7:30. Continuously I am ready to spend driving. Do you think that can I learn driving? No, you can't learn driving. Okay, when you spend that time continuously on learning something, you can't learn. That's what you are doing in your studies. Okay, you have to study a particular subject every day, but you are not doing like that. So you, instead of studying everything separately, you spend a whole time 1 day before the examination. When you spend 1 day before the examination, you may get pass mark, but you won't learn everything. So that is the difference. That's what I am trying to say. So you relate studying with driving. Do you think that you can learn driving within 25 hours? You can't learn driving within 25 hours because driving is a kind of practice. When you go to driving class, first day they will teach you how to handle steering. first for 1 week they spend sometimes on steering control, maybe first gear, second gear. They will teach some basic about clutch, gear, all those things they will teach, but they won't teach everything in the first day itself. Okay, like reverse, traffic rules. There are so many things you have to see. You have to view side mirror. There are so many things in driving. They won't teach everything in the day one itself. Then you can't learn driving within a day. Okay, it's a kind of practice you have to do. Okay, so this is a meaning of learning. I hope you understand what is the meaning of learning. You take another example, fitness. So why do you want to maintain your fitness? Because you want to lose weight. So how do you lose weight? You have to practice minimum 30 minutes per day. You have to do some exercise like walking. You take walking, okay, minimum 30 minutes per day. Okay, if you spend 1 month on walking, you may lose 5 to 10 kgs in your weight. But imagine, sir, I'm not ready to spend 30 minutes every day. Let me walk continuously for 1 day. So 30 minutes per day means what? 1 month, around 15 hours. So let me walk 15 hours continuously. Do you think that, do you lose any weight? You won't lose any weight. Probably you end with some leg pain. So that's the difference between learning and other work. Learning is not a work. Please understand that. Learning is not a work. So learning is a practice. It's a habit that you have to practice again and again. So that you should keep in your mind. So whatever the subject you study, so semester starts week 1. So week 1 semester means what? Week 1 to week 15. So you have to study every week. You spend some time on your home. Even you see the workload of student. I will show you some workload of student, how students workloads are designed. See, this is a workload of student. There are 6 subjects except laboratory. In that 3 hours for lecture, 1 hours for tutorial, 3 plus 1. Okay, you add all the lectures, 18 plus 2, totally 20 hours. So 20 hours look like a part-time student. You are not a full-time student. So where is the remaining hours? A full-time means you have to work minimum 40 to 48 hours study. So every day or every subject, every 3 hours of lecture, you have to spend equal amount of hours in your home, either for revising the content or solving assignment problem or doing some works. So we faculty member also should give some practice to faculty students. Okay, this is a problem you have to solve in your home. Like that we have to give. So this is how learning work. You take this problem now. So learner, who is learner? Student. What is the outcome of student? Why students study in college? What is the purpose of writing examination? Not just getting marks. That you must understand. Don't see everything in terms of mark, because you are writing examination only in college. The moment you graduate, the moment you come outside of college, you won't write any exam. There is no mark in your life. So that you have to understand. So the purpose of education or learner is to learn. So learning is an outcome. So how do you learn? What are all the inputs? So learning is an output. Input, teaching. That's what we are giving. So what I am doing now is a kind of teaching. Teaching alone is not enough. You have to spend some time. That is called studying. Both are equal. That you must understand. So when you spend these two things together, then only you can learn. Okay, so whatever the subject we teach in the classroom, you spend equal amount of hours in studying. Then only you will learn. If you study the content 1 day before the examination, you can't learn everything. Okay, so then what is the assessment? So assessment, check whether you have learned or not. Okay, so before you go to assessment, you know that whether you have studied all the 5 units or not. Probably we go to exam by studying. So let me study only 2.5 unit. I can get just pass. Okay, when you set a mind like that, you are not at all learning. You may get pass mark in examination, but you in real world, you won't get any opportunity, because in real world you are loser. So that's a actual meaning of learning. Okay, so this you must understand. So with this detail, okay, I hope now you get some idea about learning. So learning, 2 things I want to mention. Okay, same content. These are the 2 things. Learning is a continuous practice. Example, you can take fitness. Unless you do exercise daily, you can't maintain fitness. Likewise, whenever you want to learn a knowledge from college, you have to study each and every day. At least weekly, you have to spend 3 hours per subject, or whatever the hours you discuss with your faculty member, you find or derive a particular time. So that time you have to spend. Then only learning plays. But yeah, I'm going to study one day before the examination. I got S grade. Probably you will get some good marks in your college, but in real world you can't be successful. So that's a point I would like to mention. So with this detail, now we will go to dynamics. I hope you will get some idea about what is learning, how learning works. That's very, very important. What I'm trying to say is how learning works. So learning is a continuous practice. You have to do it again and again. Like fitness, like driving, like learning language. You take any language. If you want to learn German, English, or Hindi, you have to practice. Sir, I read books, I read journals, I read newspapers, or I watch a news channel, but I won't speak in English or I won't speak in German, then you can't learn that language. Okay, so we have to practice. So whatever the learning, we have to practice. So that's a point. With this detail, now directly go to the topic subject, dynamics of machinery. So let me relate to the subject first. So whenever you study for an exam, you have to organize the content. Okay, in the dynamics of machinery course, there are two important areas we are focusing. So there are some dynamic devices. Okay, all these 5 units, we will study about some dynamic devices. First one, like
Hello.
yes, sir.
Can you please share your screen, sir? Someone has shared your screen.
Just a minute, sir. What happened? Okay, I think it stopped. I think I already shared my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Someone has overlapped your presentation, sir.
Okay, just a minute.
Unknowingly, they presented again, sir.
Is it visible now, sir?
No,
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. So you take the subject dynamics. In that subject, we discuss some devices, dynamic devices. First one, flywheel, then governor, gyroscope. So these are some dynamic devices. Okay. Then apart from that, whenever it comes to dynamics, there are some properties. So one of the important properties in mechanical systems are balancing. So what is the vibration? Okay. So there are two important properties for dynamic system. One is vibration. Whatever may be the component. Okay, you take computers, laptop. Okay, it's subject to some vibration because you take laptop. It's a moving device. It's not like a desktop. Okay, we use desktop, we keep it in one place, but not laptop. We always carry with us. So a lot of electronics components like TV, whatever it may be manufactured in some other places like China or some other places. But we have to transport the entire electronics from China to India. Again, in India also, there are a lot of distribution. So you can buy normally we buy a TV from local electronic shops. So it has to reach that particular shop. Till it reaches that particular shop, there should not be any damage. So we have to check a lot of parameters like vibration. So vibration is one of the common thing. Whatever the component you transport, you have to check vibration. Then automobile. Then what is the reason for vibration? There are many reasons. One of the reason, balancing. So these are the two important areas in properties of dynamic systems. So out of all these, nowadays, we are not at all using flywheel in many places because now we are moving towards electrical systems. Again, governor, still we are using governor, but there are a lot of advancements in governor. Nowadays, we are using electronics governor, electronic speed control. Okay, again, gyroscope also, there are a lot of advancements like sensors. See, we have a gyroscopic sensor in mobile phone. So what happened when you flip the mobile phone? When you flip your mobile, your screen also flipped. Okay, you can flip your screen. How your mobile phone identify you are flipped your phone? Through gyro sensor. So there is a sensor. In early days we have device called gyroscope. Nowadays most of the concepts in gyroscopic devices are converted into sensor. But one thing is very, very important: vibration. Again, in your subject also you have 2 units for vibration. So this is very, very important. Probably you will get lot of questions from vibration. Because in terms of MCQ, multiple choice questions, you will get lot of questions from vibration. Then balancing. What is the reason for balancing? Many reasons are there for vibration. One of the reason, balancing. In mechanical engineering, we have lot of prime movers. For example, engine is an example for prime mover. Turbine is an example for prime mover. Even motor also we can take, like AC/DC motors. Then pump is an example for prime mover. Compressor is an example for prime mover. It's an energy source. You take all the energy sources in mechanical system. All are rotating components. You see compressor rotating, engine rotating device, turbine rotating, motor rotating, pump also rotating. So for example, you are sitting inside the bus. The moment you start a bus, what happened when the driver start the bus? What happened? You feel vibration. So where does the vibration comes from? It comes from engine. Because of engine you are getting vibration. Okay, so all prime movers. So mechanical engineering sources, prime movers are major reason for vibration. Okay, so apart from that we have suspension. There are so many terms, but still prime movers one of the reason for vibration. Again, in dynamics there are different types of analysis: thermal analysis, structural analysis, electrical analysis, static analysis. Like that, dynamics one of the analysis. So what do you do in dynamic analysis? We do vibration analysis. So dynamic analysis is nothing but vibration analysis. So whatever may be the component, shaft, gear, brake, clutch, engine, pump, compressor, motor, you take any importance to vibration. This is very, very important topic. So with this detail, now we will go to unit 1. That is flywheel. So I'm not going to cover all the topic. You can refer SS Rattan book and RS Kurmi. They have some MCQ paper. Then whatever the book that told by your faculty member, you can refer. So let's take flywheel. Okay, what is flywheel? Before that, we have a turning moment diagram, but I would like to. So I'm not going in depth into, because you have already studied all those things. And so to study about flywheel, you need a turning moment diagram. So you may get question from turning moment diagram. What is turning moment diagram? So the x-axis, y-axis. What is the actual meaning? So what is this diagram? Steam engine. So this is a diagram of steam engine. What is the? They will give one diagram like steam engine, and they will ask you find the name of the turning moment diagram. So the name of the turning moment diagram is steam engine. That they will ask. Then they will get some questions like this. For example, the variation of energy above and below mean resisting torque, or fluctuation of energy. The difference between maximum and minimum energy is called maximum fluctuation. So these are some multiple choice questions they can ask. Then what is C? Coefficient of fluctuation of energy. The ratio of maximum fluctuation of energy to work done is called coefficient of fluctuation of energy. So this they can ask in multiple choice question. Then apart from that, coefficient of fluctuation of speed. This is another question they can ask. So what is the ratio of maximum fluctuations of speed to mean speed? They can give 4 options: coefficient of fluctuation of energy, coefficient of fluctuation of speed, coefficient of fluctuations of steadiness. There is one more term, coefficient of steadiness. Then some other term they can give. So you have to choose the right answer. So that basic you must know. Okay. So this is a turning moment diagram for IC engine. So before that, I would like to say, what is the purpose of flywheel? So do I need a flywheel for fan? No, you don't need flywheel for fan. Let's see what happened when I have flywheel in engine, or what happened when I don't have flywheel in engine. You take this. This is an engine diagram, turning moment diagram. Here, this 4 pi is very important. Okay, so please note down this 4 pi is very important. But you see the steam engine, you have only 2 pi. 2 pi means one cycle, whereas here it is 2 cycle. 4 pi means 4 pi means 2 complete rotation. So both are different. So why do I need flywheel? Very simple. You see the energy, shortage of energy here, again shortage of energy, but you see abnormal energy. I have more lot of energy here during working stroke. Again, shortage of energy. What will happen when you attach an output of engine to wheel? Engine, see your vehicle runs slowly for first rotation. First 360 degree, it moves slowly. Then next 360 degree, it will move fast because of lot of energy. Again, it will slow down. So imagine how vehicle move. So konjam move aga slow wire, konjam move aga slow wire. So like that it will move. But we don't need that kind of energy. The moment we accelerate, that have to move uniform speed. That's why we are having flywheel. So what will happen when you add flywheel? See, this is what happen when you add flywheel. Okay, so total constant energy. So what happened? So flywheel remove energy from this place and add it here. Okay, so constant energy. So whenever you have a fluctuation of energy, you can convert that fluctuation of energy into uniform energy with the help of flywheel. Okay, suppose there are some places, okay, like you take DC motor, fan la maatirukka DC motor eduthukanga, it will run at continuous speed. You don't need any, there is no any fluctuation, so you don't need flywheel. So wherever you use steam engine, IC engine, you always need flywheel. That's a point. So you may get some 1 or 2 questions. What will happen during compression stroke? What will happen during working stroke? Or what will happen during exhaust stroke? That they will ask. Or sometimes they will ask the work done on the gases. So identify a stroke in which the work is done on the gas. Therefore, negative loop is formed. So answer is compression stroke. So like that they can ask some questions. So this is flywheel. Okay, probably you have noticed this kind of wheel in your laboratory. When you go to your laboratory, whatever the engine you have, there is a larger wheel attached to that. What is the purpose of that wheel? So to convert the fluctuation of energy into uniform energy. So this is very, very important. Students, if you have any notebook, you can take notes because I'm going a little bit fast. I have to finish everything within 1 hour 15 minutes. It's an energy absorbing device. This is very, very important. Because next I am going to discuss about governor. After that I am going to discuss about gyroscope. So ultimately you will get confusion. What is the purpose of each and every device? Can I use flywheel here, there, like that? You may get questions. Okay, so very simple. Flywheel is an energy absorbing device. Okay, what happens when you use flywheel? Very simple. Okay, there is an extra energy. Flywheel absorb this energy. Then what will happen when it comes here? There is a shortage of energy. Flywheel supply energy here. Again there is a shortage of energy. Flywheel supply energy here. Again there is a shortage of energy. Again flywheel supply energy here. So flywheel store excess energy and then it gives back that excess energy to wherever it required. Okay, so that's a simple thing about flywheel. So now the question is, how do you design flywheel? So next you have to solve some problems related to, very simple, you must know only one thing: energy stored in flywheel. So what is the total energy stored in? There is a formula. I'm not going to derive that formula, but this is a formula. You have to remember this formula. Surely you will get 1 or 2 questions from this area. Del E equal to I omega squared CS. I moment of inertia, omega speed of the flywheel, CS constant. They will ask you to find del E, total energy stored in flywheel. So how do you design flywheel? Flywheel is nothing but a disc like 1 rupee coin. So what are the parameters of 1 rupee coin? Okay, you take 1 rupee coin. What are the parameters of 1 rupee coin? This is thickness. Okay, radius, one parameter. Thickness, another parameter. Then moment of inertia. So what do you mean by moment of inertia? See, there is a floor. where I can keep 1 rupee coin like this, or I can place 1 rupee coin like this. Imagine you are placing 1 rupee coin on top of the floor like this. Both are different. When you place 1 rupee coin like this, you push some, you give small force. What happen? It will move. Okay, but when you place it on flat surface, like place it on like this bottom portion, what happen? Even if you apply small force, it won't move. So same coin, same weight, same size, but how you place, that makes a difference. That is called moment of inertia, I. Or for example, you take scale. Okay, you take one scale. Okay, maybe okay, I think இதுலயே உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். So with that I will go to next one. I omega squared CS. This is one formula you have to remember. I equal to mk squared. Another way, there is a reduction for this formula. This is a reduction. Pi squared divided by 900 mk squared n1 minus n2. Sometimes they will give n1 n2 value. You have to find del E. 1 mark they will ask. Okay, what is the total energy stored in flywheel? So that energy design the weight of the flywheel, thickness of the flywheel, radius of the flywheel, material of the flywheel. Okay, then one more questions from this formula. There is a possibility, dimension of flywheel, then application of flywheel. So where can I use flywheel? Okay, there are many places. For example, IC engine. So what is the problem in IC engine? Why do I need flywheel in IC engine? In IC engine, we have a fluctuation of energy. So I need to convert that fluctuation of energy into uniform energy. Okay, so how can I convert that into uniform energy? With the help of flywheel. But there is another type. Okay, there are some places. Participant, am I audible? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So here, so this is one application. So wherever you have a fluctuation of energy, you can convert that fluctuation of energy into uniform energy using flywheel. This is one area. But another area also possible. What is that? That is take a punching press, or you take press. Okay, I have uniform energy. I already have uniform energy, but I need fluctuation of energy. In that case also you can use what do you call the flywheel. So this is very, very important. You can use flywheel in both cases. I mean vice versa. Fluctuation of energy into uniform energy also possible. Uniform energy into fluctuation of energy also possible. Let me tell you why do I need fluctuation of energy. Let's take this example. This is a motor. There is a flywheel. This is a slider crank mechanism. Here I have a punch with some thickness. So what happens when motor rotates, flywheel rotates, the entire system, the crank rotates, the slider will come down. It makes a hole. So during the forward motion, what will happen? It makes a hole. Okay, so you need lot of energy. Say for example, 1000 Newton meter of energy you need while making a punch. But after making punch, what happen? It will go back. During the return motion, you don't need any energy or minimum energy. Say 100 Newton meter enough. But what happened? Earlier you applied 1000 Newton meter, then same 1000 Newton meter will go back. So lot of energy waste. Okay, so you can convert that energy loss into useful purpose. That's why we have flywheel. Okay, what happened while during the return motion? There are some 9000 Newton meter energy. Say for example, for return you need 500 Newton meter energy, but you have already 1000 Newton meter. That remaining 500 stored in flywheel. And again during the forward motion, you don't need to apply 1000 Newton meter. You just apply 500 Newton meter. Remaining 500 Newton meters supplied by flywheel. So that's why flywheel isn't called energy saving device, which means if you are using flywheel in punching press, to make 1000 Newton meter energy of whole, you don't need a motor with 1000 Newton meter. Maybe 700 Newton meter energy of motor enough. Remaining 300 flywheel will supply. So how flywheel supply energy? Because flywheel store energy during the return motion. So let me take like this. I have a motor of 700 Newton meter energy. What is 700 Newton meters? Like joule. Okay. So already flywheel has 300 Newton meter. By adding together, you will get 1000 Newton meter. That 1000 Newton meter makes a punch, hole on this die. Okay. After making hole, it will go back. During the return, okay. So what happened? A lot of energy waste. So particularly in that 300 Newton meter energy stored in flywheel. During the return, same 1000 Newton meter goes in that 300 Newton meter stored in flywheel. Again, during the forward motion, motor supply 700, flywheel supply 300 Newton meter. So this is how flywheel works. I hope now you will get some idea about what is the purpose of flywheel in punching press, what is the purpose of flywheel in engines. So with that, you may get one question from this formula. Thickness, radius, they will give you. Then by manipulating del E, maybe they will ask you to find out energy. This is possible. And apart from that, some problems like they will give some data like mass, radius of gyration, then fluctuations of energy. They will ask you to find minimum and maximum speed. Okay, N1, N2. So that you can find using this formula. These are some simple questions they can ask. Sometimes they will ask you to draw free body diagram. So turning moment diagram. Let's take a diagram. So this is a given. I hope you solve this problem in your subject. And they will ask you to draw this diagram itself. Okay, the diagram itself you have to draw, or they will give the diagram. They will ask you to select any one options. So that is possible in MCQ. They will give 4 different types of diagram. They will ask you to select any one diagram based on the given questions, or they will give you that problem and they will ask you to find del E. How do you find del E? Maximum energy minus minimum energy. Up to this point, they will ask. Since it is a multiple choice questions, they can't ask full questions, but they can ask up to this. We have been asking because in our college we are following MCQ type only, so we will ask like that. Or they will give the diagram. They will ask you to find energy at D. So what is the energy at D? See, I'm not going to solve this problem because we can't do all this. When I do all those stuff, we can't cover all the 5 units. I'm going to tell only the important topics, the place where you will get some questions. And they will ask you to find I is equal to mk squared. That portions alone they will ask you to find out. Okay, possible questions and another problems. And this is a problem. Okay, you have to draw this diagram and solve. They will ask you to find out only del E alone. Sometimes they will give you the diagram with values. Okay, they will ask you to find only del E. So how do you find del E? You have to find del E. So where is del E? So here you have del E. All these values they will give you. The diagram itself. The diagram itself, they will give you all the value. You take this diagram, this value, they will give you. Once they give that value, you can easily find del E. So don't think that this is a problem. They won't ask this problem. Okay, some data they will give you in the problem and they will ask you to find out. So it is possible. So these are the possible questions from flywheel. So this is one area. Let me discuss the devices first. So we have one more topic called dynamic analysis that we will discuss later. Let me finish the dynamic devices alone. Governor. Let's take another one, governor. let me tell you what is governor, where it is used, because you know every topic you need some motivation. Okay, this is what is this place? Can anyone guess this place? Anyone from participants, students? What is this place? Can you guess this place? If you don't know the place, you just tell me, sir, I don't know.
I don't know that.
Okay, so this is Kunda power plant in Ooty. Probably most of you visited UT. You know there is a place called Kunda. In that there is a hydro power plant. Okay, hydro power plant in Kunda. They are developing electricity through hydro energy. Okay, instead of thermal energy, they are using fluid power, and there is a winch. Okay, probably you have seen that kind of winch in a lot of films. I think one film, Rajni and Kamal, they have made a one fight at the final, in the climax scene. So that particular film, shooting takes place here only, Kunda power plant. Okay, there are a lot of pipes, vertical pipes. It comes from hills. There are UT they consist of lot of hills. It's not UT is not just one hill. Around 7 to 8 hills. At the end of first hill, the second hills will start. Okay, so this is a bottom, not bottom, somewhere around the third to fourth. You have a hills plant like this. Inside that, this is a 2-floor building. Ground floor turbine. First floor you have a governor. So what happened? Water comes through this jet at high speed. It hit the turbine, and the turbine will rotate because of that fluid power, because it's coming from the top. So it hit the turbine, so turbine will rotate, then the water will come down. So you see here the water will come down. So this is hill number 3, I think so. There is a hill at the downward, there is a hill around 4. There is also, they have some other hydro plant. So like that they have around 7 to 8 power plants. Okay, so in the first floor they have a governor. So what is the purpose of governor? It act as a safety valve. Sometimes what happen, there is a possibility for water coming at high speed and hit the turbine. What happen? There are 5 to 7 jets. When water comes at high speed, it collapses the entire building, the entire turbine, everything collapse. So we need some safety mechanism. Bypass valve. If some water comes at high speed, what happen? The turbine rotates the governor rotates at high speed. When the governor rotates at high speed, what happens? See here. So this is governor. So this end connected to turbine. When the turbine rotates at high speed, the governor will also rotate at speed. When the governor rotates at high speed, the flyball goes up. When the flyball goes up, because of this 3-lever valve, this throttle valve will open. Right now it's a closed position. Okay, so it will open. So what happen when this open? Whatever the water coming through this jet, there is a bypass valve. So whatever the water coming through this jet will go through this side. Instead of hitting turbine, it will go out. When this closed, there is one more option here. It may hit turbine. Okay, there is a turbine here, somewhere here. So whatever the water comes through, it hit the turbine and will go out. This is blocked throttle valve. But when the speed increases, what happens? The flyball moves upward direction. The entire thing, the throttle valve will open. So some of the waters goes through this way. So the speed will automatically decrease. So you can still find this valve. It's open to all. Whoever visiting this power plant, you can go and visit. See, we often bring our student to Ooty for educational tour, where we bring them to this Kunda power plant to watch how governors, all those things work. This plant installed in 1948, still it working, almost 70 years. I think Nehru inaugurated this building, and the entire governor, entire setup installed from British London. They have installed everything imported from London, all the components, but still it's working. You can see clearly how governors work. So very simple. What is the purpose? Speed control device. So the governor control the speed of turbine. That's all the ultimate. There is a speed limit for turbine. If you see the weight of the turbine, the turbine is around how can I say that? The size of the turbine is equivalent to your home. Okay, maybe your home like 4 to 5 cent, correct? ஒரு 5 சென்ட்ல வீடு கட்டிருப்பீங்க. உங்க வீட்டு சைஸ்க்கு இருக்கும் அந்த டர்பைன். Around 5000 kg. It has to rotate around 5000 kg turbines. I think it is Pelton wheel, something kind of that turbine. So even you can rotate and you can walk around the turbine to see how it works. Okay, so imagine when that kind of size of apparatus rotating at high speed, 1000 rpm, 10,000 rpm, what happened? Entire building will collapse. So with the help of governor, they are trying to control the speed of the turbine. That's the purpose of governor. So who introduced the governor? James Watt. Actually, James Watt worked as a steam engine operator. In initial days, James Watt employed in one company to operate as a steam operator. So he has to control the flow of steam. But he hated that job. So he devised one mechanisms. So through that, there is no need of operator. Okay, whenever whenever load decreases, steam will increases. Then whenever load increases, steam decreases automatically. Okay, like that he designed it. That's why we call it as Watt governor. You may get some questions from terminologies. Height of the governor, minimum and maximum equilibrium, sleeve lift. Okay, dash is the vertical distance which the sleeve travels due to change in equilibrium speed. Like that he can ask. So there are 3 to 4 options. Even that you have to select the proper one. So spend some times on governor terminologies. This is a working mechanism. Probably you won't get any questions from working, but they will ask you the working principle. What is the working principle of governor? Centrifugal governor works based on centrifugal principle. Then this is very, very important. You may get 1 or 2 questions from this topic. What is the difference between flywheel and governor? It's energy absorbing device. This is a speed controlling device. Flywheel operation is continuous. Without flywheel, you can't run engine. But governor is intermediate. Imagine this situation. Sir, there is no possibility of overflow of water or water coming at high speed. In that case, there is no need of governor. So it's a safety device. நீங்க சொல்லலாம் சார் என்ன ஆனாலும் சரி ஓவர் ஸ்பீட்ல வராது, நான் மேலேயே கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணிடுவேன், we have lot of mechanism at the top அப்படின்னா, then you don't need a governor. So governor is an optional. Okay, so it's like a speed controlling device in our bus. சார் நான் 40க்கு மேலேயே பஸ் ஓட்ட மாட்டேன், நீங்க எதுக்கு ஸ்பீட் கண்ட்ரோல் டிவைஸ் ஃபிட் பண்றீங்க? ஓகே, ஐ டோன்ட் நீட் எனி கவர்னர். ஓகே, பட் வண்டியே 40க்கு மேல போகாதுன்னா you don't need any governor, speed control device in our bus. பட் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், சின்ன ஒரு ஸ்பீட் பிரேக்கர்லயே 60ல தான் மேல கிராஸ் பண்ணுவோம். So in that case we need some speed controlling devices. So then you can go for governor. So operation of governor is intermediate. It's an optional one. If you want you can use, otherwise you don't need governor. Then in terms of working, flywheel regulate the energy. That's very, very important. Flywheel related to energy, whereas governor related to speed. Okay, there is no relation between governor and energy. Similarly, there is no relation between flywheel and speed. Both are different. That you must know. So what governor? So this is a terminology and this is a formula. They will ask 1 or 2 questions from the height they may give. They will ask you to find out speed, or speed they will give you. They will ask you to find height. Okay, so just look at the diagram. What do you understand from this diagram? You see 50 to 100, there is a huge difference. But you see 300 to 400, very, very small difference. That's very, very important. So Watt governor works only in slow speed. When the moment you go high speed like 300, 400, 500, you can't see the much changes in sleeve lift. So Watt governor works very well in slow speed, not at high speed. That's why we are moving from Watt governor to Porter governor. So what is the difference between Watt and Porter? there is an extra weight. Because of that weight, porter governor works very well at high speed. So probably they may have some value, give some value, or they will ask you to find the Q value. They will give one set of problem. They will ask you to find Q value. I hope you know how to find Q value. That symmetric, all those that with that we can find Q value. Sometimes they will give M and M value. They will ask you to find height. Okay, sometimes they can ask linked questions. Linked question means what? I have already attached one question paper for linked questions. I don't know on what method Anna University going to conduct the test, but you take any foreign universities right now in the world, in the standard education system, subject like this, for problematic subject, they will ask linked questions. One questions, in that they will ask one problem, in that they will ask 3 to 4 questions. Each questions 1 mark. So say for example, you take this problem. Let me go to one problem. Maybe before that I will discuss all those things. There is one term called characteristics of governor. I think it's already available in your syllabus. You go through that, you may get lot of questions from that. Since it is an MCQ, you have to focus lot on theory compared to problem. But still you will get some questions from problem. Sensitiveness. What is sensitiveness? The movement of sleeve for fractional change in speed is measured in terms of dash. They will give 4 options. You have to select any one. Okay. Then they will give some speed value N2, N1. They will ask you to find out sensitiveness using this formula. Possible. Then isochronism. Definition they can ask a governor with range of speed. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, a governor with range of speed is 0 is known as isochronous governor. You take this, they will give some table like this: 150 to 150, 150 30 RPM, 30 radius, 150 35. You see, there is a change in radius, but there is no change in speed. That's why it is called isochronism, unique speed. So they will give a table like this. They will ask you to find out the property name, isochronism. Okay, so what happened during isochronism? The governor maintained the constant speed for all radius of rotation. See, there are different radius of rotation, but the speed is constant. Okay, then porter governor cannot be isochronous. I hope this kind of questions are discussed in your classroom itself, so I'm not going in depth. And see that they will give diagram like this, and they will ask you to find out Q value. What is the value of Q? Possible. In hunting, what is hunting? The definition itself they can ask in MCQ. I will show you some MCQs at the end of the class so that you will get some idea. Ability they can ask. Then we will go to some problems. Maybe we will discuss, just a minute, I will discuss one problem, then we will come to gyroscope. You take this problem, they will give a problem, they will ask you to find out Q value. You know how to find the Q value for this problem. Now, okay, or they will ask you to find out H1 alone, H2 alone. Sometimes they will ask in linked question. Question number 1, Q. Question number 2, H1. Question number 3, H3. Sorry, H2. So one problem, but questions are linked. Each question 1 mark. So right now we are following this kind of pattern in our college. This is also possible. Okay. So this is what I am trying to say. So you have to focus on problem also. Okay. And then gyroscope. Then another device, gyroscope. Yes. So what is gyroscope? So very simple. The gyroscopic device works based on the principle of gyroscope. Before that, I want to know, sir, up to what time I can handle the class? So right now time is 6:38.
So up to 7 o'clock, you may continue, sir. This is the time. So
Okay.
if you want, you can continue in another session also, sir. Because now only you are dealing with the gyroscope, right? So everything is there. Time is not sufficient, I think, sir. Okay, sir. This is
We will see. Yeah. So gyroscope. So why do we need gyroscope? You may ask. Very simple. So, okay, you have a bicycle. How do you turn your bicycle? You have a steering mechanism. So very fine. Okay, how do you turn your car? So you want to take left turn, right turn. You have a steering. Okay. So imagine a car which is flying. Okay, imagine a car flying in space. How do you turn your car? Okay, when you imagine a car flying on space. Okay, when you rotate your steering, do you think that your car will turn? It won't turn, because in the ground you have a friction between road and tire. So when you rotate, the tire turn, ultimately your entire vehicle turn. But how a car, imagine a flying car, turn left turn or right turn when flying? You can't turn. Imagine a ship. How do you turn a ship? It's already floating. It's not on floor. Okay, you can't turn a ship or flight just like a steering mechanism in car. You need some mechanisms, right? What is that mechanism? Gyroscope. So there are two principles, centripetal and the centrifugal. You can use both that to turn your car. Okay, so very simple. There are many concepts. I hope your faculty member discussed all those things, but this is very important. If you want, students, please take screenshot. I'm sharing. Probably it is not available in your book, but I'm not going to give this presentation to you. So you take screenshot. If you want, you take this screenshot. You will get minimum 2 to 4 questions from this table. Okay, they will give you, and I will give you 1 minute time for taking screenshot. If you want, you can take screenshot from your computer or mobile phone, whatever it is. Or if already your faculty member given this things, then there is no need to worry. Okay, what is the axis of spin? Okay, imagine you are inside the aeroplane. Okay, so whatever you view inside your aeroplane is called rear view. Sometime imagine you are in front of your aeroplane, then it is called front view. Anyway, we focus only on rear view because I am always, as a pilot, I will be always inside the aeroplane. You can't say that I am a pilot, I'm going to turn the aeroplane, but I am outside the aeroplane. You can't say like that. So as a pilot, always inside the aeroplane, which means rear view. Okay, there is a rotor which is rotating in clockwise. You want to make left turn. See, as a pilot, I want to make a left turn. I want to take a left turn. What is the condition? You have to raise the nose, tip the tail. So this is a gyroscopic effect. This is reactive. In the question paper, they twist. They can make a twist. They will ask active. Then whatever you are writing, you have to write opposite. That's very, very important. I hope you have done this experiment in the laboratory, so I don't need to give any explanation. How can you say that, sir, clockwise, left is raise the nose, tip the tail? That's why we are doing an experiment. I hope your faculty member explained why it is called raise the nose, tip the tail in the laboratory. Okay, so right now I can't explain because I don't have that experimental setup in the presentation. Okay, then what happens? Same clockwise, right turn. So whatever you write, just opposite. Okay, then see clockwise. We are only changing clockwise to anti-clockwise. Same left, we keep it here. Only one change, clockwise, counterclockwise. Left, same. For one change, whatever you write here, just write opposite. That's it. Okay, then see the changes. This is counterclockwise, this is clockwise. Right. Only one change. So whatever you have here, write an opposite here. So very simple. I think your faculty also explained this. In the examination, they will ask a question like this. So I will show you one set of question paper where you will get some idea. So this is about gyroscope. Surely you will get, this is for aeroplane and this is for ship. Same thing. Raise the bow, lower the stem. Please take a screenshot. If you want, you can use it. They will give some condition. they will ask you to condition, or they will give you the reaction, they will ask you the turn. Imagine a ship of rotor rotating in clockwise, and we are viewing from rear end. It makes rise the stern and lower the bow. Now tell me, what is the direction it moves? Left, right, or straight, or some conditions, multiple choice they can give. So without this table, you can't score any marks in gyroscope. This is very, very important. Okay. So with this detail, let me directly go to vibration. I think time 6:45. I skip balancing alone. I'm going to discuss only 4 units, not 5 units. Okay. So compared to balancing, vibrations are very important. So let me directly go to vibration.
Sir,
Yes, yes. Yeah, tell me, sir. Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
If
Yeah.
possible, you take everything, sir. We will send them the recording.
Okay, sir, but time is only up to 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir. We have fixed it. But
Okay.
if you would like to continue, you can continue, sir. No issues.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So anyway, we will discuss on right now. We have finished 3 topics like what is flywheel, what is governor, what is gyroscope. That basics we have covered. Now we will moving into vibrations. So vibration very simple. Only we are focusing on single degree of freedom. Okay, not in depth, but vibration is very, very, very important. No doubt. You take your gate exam or whatever it is, you may not get a lot of questions from flywheel, governor, gyroscope. Okay, but you get a lot of questions from vibrations. Okay, so in that we are focusing only single degree of freedom. 2 topics only they are focusing: free vibration, forced vibration. So very simple. Practically speaking, there is no free vibration. Everything comes under forced vibration, but some basic terms only they will focus. They won't go in depth. Okay. So basic definition you must know. What is the meaning of motion, vibration? Any motion which repeat itself is called vibration. Then some basic terminologies in vibration, like hertz, frequency. What is the formula for frequency? Frequency equals to 1 by time, omega by 2 pi. Then time taken. Time taken is reverse of frequency. Okay, 2 pi by omega. What is phase angle? Then what is natural frequency? This is very, very important. After giving initial disturbance, system starts vibrating its own frequency. That frequency is called natural frequency. How do you find natural frequency? Omega n equal to square root of k by m. So the entire purpose of both unit in vibration is to find out natural frequency. Okay, whatever the problem you take, ultimate aim is to find out natural frequency. So very simple. Natural frequency means you take this problem, there is a spring and mass, you give some force, then you remove your hand. What happens? It will vibrate. So that is the one frequency. That is a frequency we would like to find out. In the real world, all the systems have one frequencies. Okay, so without frequency, nothing will work. So whenever you have a mass and some damping, the stiffness, you can find natural frequency. That's an ultimate aim of this unit. Okay, there are some history we can skip. So basic you must know. So how do you derive simple? What is the simple example for vibration? Spring, mass. So how do you derive the equation? This is an equation. Mx double dot kx equal to 0. What is the solution for this equation? This is a solution. Okay. So how do you derive this equation? Maybe we will go to that portion. This is a difference between different degree of freedom. One mass, one spring, one damper. Single degree of freedom. When you have 2 mass, then it is called 2 degree of freedom. Multiple mass, multiple degree of freedom. So UG level, we will focus only on single degree of freedom. Okay. So this is an equation. Mx double dot Cx dot kx equal to f. f னு வந்துச்சுனா 5th unit, f க்கு பதிலா 0 னு வந்துச்சுனா 4th unit. Free vibration means equal to 0. Forced vibration means equal to f. So this is very very important. Then there are some control in vibration, passive and active. Passive means we are using only spring and damper. Active means we will use motor. So that's an advanced topic, but you may get 1 or 2 questions. Right now Audi, Benz, they are using some motors in suspensions. You take Audi A8 version, it comes with some active suspension, the advanced control. Okay, then what are the elements of vibration? So when I am talking about vibration, say for example, sir, can I do vibration analysis for electrical circuit? Can I do vibration analysis for mic? No need. Okay, so when it comes to vibration, 3 parts are important: mass, spring, damper. What is the equation for mass? F is equal to mx double dot, Newton second law. So we derive that equation from Newton's second law. Then spring. What is the equation for spring? F is equal to minus kx. This minus represent opposite force. So let us imagine a spring like this. Whenever you push a spring, the spring will pull you. Whenever you pull a spring, the spring will push you. So that's a concept. Okay, நீங்க இழுத்தீங்கன்னா அது உங்களுக்கு தள்ளும், நீங்க அத ஸ்ப்ரிங்க தள்ளுனீங்கன்னா அது உங்களை இழுக்கும். So that's why we are using that minus sign. Okay, so how do you find the force acting on spring? F is equal to k into x. The k is nothing but slope, x displacement, F force. You see here, what is K? F by X. That's why we have. So what is the U? U means area of the triangle. So total potential energy stored in spring. So spring always stores potential energy. So how do you find this formula? Of BH, off into X into K. So off into X into F. F is nothing but kx. So ultimately you will get off into kx square. So this is very very important. You may get this question in 1 mark. The total potential energy stored in spring is of kx square. Then spring. So this is another important questions. I hope your faculty member discussed this in the classroom. What is the difference between series spring, parallel spring? Parallel spring means you can add stiffness. Series spring means you have to go like this: 1 by k equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2. So this can be, so from that k equivalent equal to k1 plus k2, in the top you will get k1 k2. So this is a formula for series spring. Sometimes they will give some values for k. You have to substitute and find. Say for example 3 3. What is the k equivalent value? 6. Like that here they will give 2 2. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, 1. So that's the final answer. So like that you have to find out combination of spring. Then damping, viscous, Coulomb, hysteresis damping. This is a formula. How do you find C? Damping coefficient, mu A by H. This is a standard formula. Then what are the types of damping? Viscous, Coulomb, hysteresis. This is the type of damping. Probably you won't get any questions. Then this is a different types of vibration: free, forced, undamped, damped, linear, non-linear, deterministic, random. In that, which one is very very important? Damped vibration. That we will see in the next slide. So there are many methods available to derive the equation of motion of vibrating system. So what are the method? D. Albert's principle. Energy principle. Okay, then Rayleigh method. What is Rayleigh method? Kinetic mean means potential mean. From that we will derive. So very simple. Whatever may be the principle, the final answer is omega equal to square root of k by m. Then what is potential energy? See that, of kx square. So sometimes they will ask you to find out the potential energy. What is the formula? Of into k into x squared. K and x they will give you. So you have to find out the potential energy. Okay, so these are very basics. I don't think you will get questions from this area. problems, probably not from this area. And yes, free damped vibration. What do you mean by free damped vibration? Means you will get some value C. So very simple. There are three options are available. When you push up spring, what happen? It may go like this. Only one time it will go up, then it will settle. See, student, please note down. If you don't know, you note down. I hope faculty member discussed this. This is called critical damped. See, what I am discussing is very, very important. The core part of vibration I am discussing now. Please note down. Okay. Sometimes what happen? It may go up, then it will settle somewhere here. It will never come down. Okay. So heavy weight at the spring la pottinga now keela poi ninnuko apdiye. That is called over damping. That is also we don't want. Sometimes what happen? See, gradually it will decrease. This is what we need. This is called under damping. All the systems are under damping. Okay, if you made any mistake, it goes to over damping. Some systems need critical damping. Example for critical damping, recoil mechanism. So our entire purpose is to find out under damped system. So what do you find in under damped system? இங்க பாருங்க, இது settle ஆருக்கு it takes some time, 10 seconds. ஆனா எனக்கு இது ஒரு 2 secondsலயே settle பண்ண வைக்கணும். You take suspension system of Benz, Mercedes Benz or Audi, or you take suspension system of ordinary Maruti Swift or Volkswagen Polo. There are a lot of difference. ஆடியில் இருக்கிற சஸ்பென்ஷன் Volkswagen போலோல இருக்காது. ஏன்னா ஆடி சஸ்பென்ஷனே 5 லட்சம் வரும், இங்க வண்டியே 5 லட்சம் தான் வரும். ஓகே, மாருதியில ஸ்விஃப்ட். ஸோ தேர் மஸ்ட் பி சம் டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஸோ Audi, Benz, Mercedes Benz or some higher end cars இவங்க எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா they will try to reduce vibration as quick as possible. Within 2 seconds, 3 seconds, they want to reduce vibration. That's why when you are sitting inside the car, you won't feel any vibration in Audi, Benz. But in normal ordinary car, you feel lot of vibration. Okay, what they are doing that kind of under damping, all those stuff. So how do I find out whether my system is under damping, over damping, critical damping? It's very simple. There is a term called eta. Less than 1 means under damping, greater than 1 means over damping, equal to 1 means critical damping. So we have to ensure eta. So eta 1 critical, eta less than 1 under damping, eta greater than 1 over damping. So many times they will ask you to find out. So 1 mark you will get a question. So if eta equal to 1, what is the type of system? Okay, so you can say critical damped system. Knowledge choice la you may get one choice, critical damped system. Then how do you find eta? That's another question. Eta equal to C by Cc. What is C? Damping. Cc damping, critical damping. Okay, how do you find Cc? What is the formula? 2m omega n. How do you find omega n? Square root of k by m. C will be given. So this is a formula. Using that, sometimes C, m, k will be given. The moon value கொடுத்துருவாங்க. For example, next slide. I will show you everything in the next slide. There is a spring damper like this. M given, K given, C given. They will ask you to find out eta. What is eta? C by Cc. What is Cc? 2m omega n. How do you find omega n? Square root of k by m. K known, m known. Okay. So unga kondu vandu ulla potingna you will get eta. So very simple. Then you can say whether the system is under damped, over damped, critical damped. Surely you will get a question from this area. This is the whole purpose of last 2 units. Okay. So the first question you will get from vibration, whether you should know whatever the system it may be, you should know whether it is underdamped, overdamped or critical damped. Unless you know this thing, you can't do anything in vibration. So this is very, very important regarding vibration. I think whole fourth unit, I mean free vibration, whatever the unit in your syllabus, okay? So that comes under free vibration, this topic only. Okay, same thing I have explained here. This is a difference. This is overdamping. It settles somewhere here. So this is underdamping, and this is on the top itself. It will settle. So this is critical damping. Only one time it goes up, it will come down. Okay. Then you will get some problems from beam. Okay, so there are three types of vibration. Apart from that, there are three types of vibration. Transverse vibration, that is what we have discussed so far. If the vibrate that is called transverse vibration. Then, sorry, this is longitudinal vibration. Then transverse vibration means cantilever beam. Either 30 விட்டீங்கன்னா you will get a vibration. That is transverse vibration. Then one more term, torsional vibration, rotating. So this particular portion comes under unit number 5, transverse vibration. So how do you find vibration on beams? There are different types of beams you have studied in strength of materials. So all of them comes under del. You have to find del. That is a standard formula. I hope you have faculty member discuss all those things in the classroom. So with the help of del, first you have to find del, then you have to apply the standard formula. So what is the formula to find frequency? 0.4985 divided by square root of del. So when you substitute, you will get a frequency. So whatever may be the beam, cantilever beam, simply supported beam, fixed beam, overhanging beam, whatever the type of beam you use, this is how you have to find out. You have to find out deflection, then you apply that deflection in frequency formula, you will get a frequency. So there are around 4 to 5 problems. Then critical speed. Okay, so this is another important. Probably you have done one experiment in critical speed. So it is a speed about which abnormal vibration takes place. I can give one example for you. Take car shaft. So there is a shaft between two wheels. If you see the shaft, it won't be uniform size. There is a change in dia always. Why? Because what happens when the shaft rotates, it deforms like this. At one point of view, it will cut into pieces. So that corresponding speed is called critical speed. So what is critical speed? It is a speed about which abnormal vibration takes place. So what happened at abnormal vibration? The shaft cut into pieces. Okay, sometimes 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece. எப்படி வேணா ஆகலாம். ஸோ இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு ஷாஃப்ட் 2ஆ கட் ஆகுதுன்னா என்ன ஆகுது அர்த்தம்? இந்த இடத்துல கட் ஆகும். 3ஆ கட் ஆகுதுன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? இங்க பாருங்க. சி இது ஒரு ஷாஃப்ட், இங்க ஒரு ஷாஃப்ட் இருக்கு. சி இந்த இடத்துல கட் ஆகலாம், இல்லைன்னா இந்த இடத்துல. ஸோ அல்டிமேட்டா எத்தனை பீஸ்? 1 பீஸ், 2 பீஸ், 3 பீஸ். 4ஆ கட் ஆகுதுன்னா என்ன மீனிங்? இப்படி போய் மறுபடியும் இப்படி போய் இப்படி வருது. 1 2 3 4. So like that you can tell. So that 1 rotor system, 2 rotor system, 3 rotor system அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Okay, so critical speed you have to find out that critical speed, NC. Okay, so this is called critical speed. Then comes, you know, yes, you will get a lot of questions like this from this area. And formula, log formula. So in the formula, I think you have studied. Then difference between omega d and omega n. There is a formula like this. This is very, very important. Natural frequency, damped frequency. Natural frequency, they will give damping ratio. They will ask you to find out omega d. So this is a relation. Okay, so you have to use this relation to find out omega t. I think here they have used that formula. Different books have different formula, but then logarithmic decrement del 2 pi eta divided by 1 minus eta squared. There is one more formula like this. So whatever the formula that your faculty member discussed in the classroom, you can use. Both will give you same answer. Logarithmic decrement. So what do you mean by logarithmic decrement? For example, vibration reduce like this. If you take the ratio x1, x2, x3, x4, that is a constant. In the ratio, everything is a constant. In the ratio or constant. So there is a constant term in that. That is called logarithmic decrement. That's why they are using that term. So this problem, particularly this problem, they will ask in one mark: critical damping coefficient, damping factor, logarithmic decrement, ratio of 2 consecutive cycles. They will give simple problem. They will ask you to find out 1 or 2 things. Okay, so that's it about unit 4. I think unit 5 rotors we have discussed already. And magnification factor. There is a term called magnification factor. Yes. Okay, here they will ask some questions. So what happened with omega n equal to 1? You will get abnormal vibration, infinite. That questions I will ask. What is the minimum value of magnification factor? 1. That they can ask. Then all the points will come to 1 points. That is this 1.2. So this is a point where everything will meet. Okay, that points they can ask. In formula, I hope you have what faculty member discussed. And come to last unit, torsional vibration. Instead of discussing everything in terms of linear, here rotational. Same term replaced into Q by I. Q, torsional stiffness divided by moment of inertia. So and then there is one formula, T by J equal to C theta by L. I think moment equation. So from that equation, you can find Q value, Cj by L. So they will ask you to find out frequency of torsional system. I think all mechanical devices comes under this category, primary source. I think I will finish it in another 10 minutes. Probably I will try to wind up everything before 7:15. Okay, so there will be a questions like 2 rotor, 3 rotor. This is an example. You see what happened in 2 rotor? Only one node. So what is node? It's a point about 0 deflection. See the deflection, 0. Abdina meaning in that cut out. So I want to avoid that point. Apna in that diameter increase. It won't break. But see 3 rotor, there is one deformation here, another deformation here. There are 2 nodes. So 2 rotor means 1 node. 3 rotor means 2 node. That question also they will ask. Okay, so based on that, you will get some problems. But this basic you must know. I will show you some quiz questions so that you will get clear idea. So whatever I told now, you will get some clear idea. Let me open set 3. Anyway, I will give you that question to your faculty member. Okay, so password, technology. So you use the same password. Okay, so this is a question. You see some multiple choice questions. So instead of no, there is one more question set. I think question set 4. I have used multiple ways: true or false, match the following. That is also comes under MCQ only. Okay, we can ask all those things in MCQ. Fill in the blanks. But here, for simplicity purpose, I have given everything in MCQ type. So energy stored in flywheel is equal to. Can anyone tell me the answer for this question? Energy stored in flywheel is equal to. Let me see the number of. I think 50 participants. Participant, can you tell me the answer for this question? Energy stored in flywheel is equal to. Yes, see, I C equal I omega squared CS. Sometimes they will change that omega value. Instead of omega, they will apply 2 pi n by 60, some basic, they will rearrange the term, they will ask you. So you have to be very clear, but here it's given directly. Then flywheel is used in, second question, flywheel used in governor, gyroscope, punching press, electric motor. Again, option C.
Punching press.
Punching press.
Punching press.
Yes, punching press. And third question, the resultant force acting on a body with an inertia force or in equilibrium is called principle of superposition, D'Albert's principle, conservation of energy, Rayleigh method. It's D'Albert's principle. Okay, total force then inertia force equal to 0. So that comes under D'Albert's principle. So what is the main purpose of flywheel? That's very important. Control the speed, store energy, change the direction of device, stop a vehicle. So very simple, store the energy. It's not control the speed. Somebody will tell you that, will write control the speed. It's not right. Then can you tell me the answer for fifth question? For a dynamic balancing of a shaft, so you have 4 options.
C. Net
Yes.
dynamic force and couple.
Dynamic force and couple equal to 0. If it is static balancing,
Static means it's a net dynamic force alone is equal to
yes,
0.
the force alone is equal to 0. Then in order to have a complete balance, several masses rotating in different plane. Can you guess the answer for the sixth question?
C, sir. Both resultant force and couple must be
Yes,
0.
both resultant force and couple must be 0. Sometimes they will ask, instead of different plane, single plane. Then there is no need to find out couple. Force alone enough. Okay. Then seventh questions, very simple. Facilitate starting a locomotive in any position. The crank and locomotive of 2 cylinders are 90 degrees.
90 degrees.
Okay. In a locomotive, the ratio of connecting rod length to the crank radius is kept very large to maintain what? What is the purpose of doing that? To minimize the effect of secondary force. The primary and secondary force in the dynamic analysis, to reduce the dynamics effect of secondary mass, we have been using this condition. Then a governor is said to be hunting if the speed of the engine. Answer for ninth question.
Yes, sir. Fluctuate continuously.
Yes, fluctuate continuously. Since it is an easy questions, but some sets I have given some difficult questions. Then answer for 10th question. Isochronism in a governor is desirable when one speed is desired under one mass. Okay. Then for 11th question, you have to use that table. The air screw of aeroplane is rotating clockwise when looking from the front. If it makes what turn? Left turn, the gyroscopic effect will be. Can you guess the answer for 11th one? I think it's B. Okay, you refer that table. That's why I have given table. Surely you will get minimum 2 questions from this. Okay, one from plane, aeroplane, another one from ship. See here, there is one more question from ship. The rotor of the ship rotates in clockwise with some conditions are given, and they will ask you to find the gyroscopic couple effect. Okay, so you try to find answer for 12th questions. Then can you guess the answer for 13? When a body is subject to transverse vibrations, the stress introduced in the body will be. What is the answer for 13 question? Not tensile, subject to transverse vibration. So tensile means what? So see what happened here. Let me write it here. There is a shaft like this. This is longitudinal. Okay. Transverse means this direction. So longitudinal means tensile, but question transverse is shear stress, cutting stress. So that is an answer for that question. Okay, shear stress, not compressive. Compressive is just opposite to tensile, not yield stress. So shear stress. Then answer for 14th question. The ratio of maximum displacement of forced vibration to deflection due to static force is known as magnification factor. The damping ratio of underdamped system is answer for 15th question. The damping ratio of underdamped system less than 1. See, this is very, very important. Underdamped system, there are 3 different types of systems: underdamped, overdamped, critical damped. So you must know the difference between all these 3. You will get minimum 3 to 4 questions from that area. Then time taken by the system to complete one cycle. What is that? Answer for question number 16. Come on, it's very simple questions.
Time period.
Yes, time period. It's not simple question, but you will get confused. Sometimes you say frequency, natural frequency. See, the question itself given time taken by the system. So something related to time, not frequency, because frequency just opposite to time. Then 17th question. When two spring of stiffness K1 and K2 are connected in series, then the equivalent spring. Yes, C. So this is an answer. Sometimes they will give K1, K2 value. You have to find out. Then a shaft carrying 3 rotors have the number of nodes for 3 rotors?
2 nodes.
2 nodes. Okay, then transverse vibration are said to be occur when the particles of the body moves to answer for 19th question.
Parallel to axis.
No, I think perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
Yes, perpendicular. Transverse means perpendicular. Longitudinal means parallel. When the speed of the shaft equal to natural frequency of the shaft, then the amplitude of vibration is answer for 20th question. It's a critical speed. So what happened? Abnormal. The entire shaft failed, which means infinite. So infinity. That's an answer for 20th question. Okay, so that one set I will given an answer, but the remaining set you have to find an answer. Okay, I can't give answer for all the questions that I'm going to give it to you. So maybe you discuss. No, don't expect that university will give this kind of questions every time. Okay, I will give you another option. So this is what we use in our college. Same multiple choice but linked questions. 6 marks, but you have to do the match the following. Since it still it is a MCQ type only. Okay, see that. What is the value of B, D, H, F, G? Like that we will ask. Same 1 mark. It's an MCQ only. But I don't think so. University will go up to this level. Maybe it's possible. So anyway, I give both. See, ultimate thing is very simple. You have to learn. So you see that balancing of rotating mass. I have given a problem where tables are given. You have to fill the values here. Okay. So like that, you have to work out and fill those values. So this is also possible. Then see the table itself I have given. 1 questions I have given answer. Remaining you have to fill it by yourself. So it's an optional one. That's why I have given it as a set 4. So that's it from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Gurdas sir?
Yes, sir. The participants have any questions, you can ask.
Yes.
Right? Students?
Yes.
So the participants from various institutions and our institution also can ask questions. Otherwise, you will go to vote of thanks.
So I will give you this MCQ to all of you. There are 4 sets. I will share with you through that organizer.
Okay.
Maybe they have your email ID. They will share you with you. But presentation I can't give you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. So do you have any questions? At least you can mention in the chat box yes or no. If there is no question, you just mention no questions.
No, sir. No.
Yeah, okay sir, fine. So then one more thing, yes, okay. One more thing I would like to mention, whatever the participant you are, faculty or student, so just focus sometimes on learning that I have told in the initial section, how learning takes place. It's a step-by-step process. Okay, you can't, lose weight within one day. You can't maintain the fitness within one day. Say, for example, sir, I do exercise for 1 month. Next 1 month, I eat abnormally. Whatever I want, I eat. What happened? The moment you eat everything, you will gain weight. So, fitness is a kind of activity you have to do again. So, likewise, learning also an activity. So, whatever the faculty teach, okay, you have to study that particular time itself. Week 1, you finish that particular content. Week 2, you finish that particular content. You improve gradually. Okay, don't think that I won't study anything till 15th week. Only 1 day before exam, I study. You get good score. Or maybe you get good score or not. But learning won't take place. But ultimate aim of education or studying in the classroom is learning. So that's one point I want to stress mainly. Then coming to the topic, vibration is very important, particularly that underdamped, overdamped, critical damped system, then rotor concepts, then flywheel, governor, gyroscope. So except balancing, I think I have covered everything. So this is what I can do within the time limit that you have given to me. And sorry for the inconvenience, I have taken more than 20 minutes. So that's it from my side.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have a question.
Yes,
Actually,
sir.
balancing analytical type means how they will be asking, sir. Because theory means you can usually say like you can say like cases they may ask, or else theory we can judge.
Yes.
But analytical type, what type of questions they might ask in university?
Yes. In balancing, you have 2 topics like balancing of rotating mass, balancing of reciprocating mass. In balancing of rotating mass, that 16 mark questions normally you solve for balancing of several masses rotating in different plane. Okay. What about other plane? Balancing of different masses rotating in single plane. There are some problems in single plane, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That they will ask. Okay.
Okay.
Then sometimes they will give force polygon. They will ask you to find out couple polygon. Okay. Some parameters they will give you, and they will ask you to find out other parameters. So they can ask some linked questions. That's what I have mentioned in the set 4. Then theory also they can ask lot of questions. Static balancing, dynamic balancing, then swaying couple. So please note down. I think I don't have time, so I didn't discuss those things. There is a concept called swaying couple. Then 2 more terms.
Tractive force.
Yeah, yes, tractive force, and then one more term, swaying couple, hammer blow. Okay, so you will get some questions from that. Even they can ask some problems. Okay, what is the meaning of all those terms? So that you must give some importance. Then characteristics of governor, sensitiveness, stability, isochronism, hunting. So you may get some questions from that area. Okay.
One more doubt, sir.
Yes.
In university they have mentioned 45 questions. So
Okay.
is there any, I mean, for unit 1, so this type of, I mean, such 4 to 5 questions will come. Unit 2, 6 to 7 questions will come. Like that, any other, any information you got, sir?
Yeah, basically they will ask, 50, for example, 50 question means they have to minimum ask 10 questions per unit. So they will follow uniform pattern, but since they are conducting this first time, we can't say that what way they are going to ask. Okay, so probably you expect equal amount of question from all the units. So we have been, in our institute, we have been following MCQ for the last 2 years. We follow the same pattern, 20 questions from each unit. So 5 unit, 5 into 20, 100, 1 more questions. Like that we follow. So you can expect the same pattern from university also. Okay, so you can expect 10 questions minimum from 1 unit.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
I think I have already given 4 set of questions. You go through that, you will get lot of ideas
Okay, sir.
from all these areas.
So will that be answer, or we have to identify, sir, in that 4 sets of questions alone? Or
Only third set I have given answer, but remaining you have to find
Remaining
out.
I have to
Simple,
find.
I think. No,
Okay.
it's not that much difficult.
Okay. Thank you,
But
sir.
yes, thank you. But you have to focus that linked questions. See, I know there is a question called what is the damping value of underdamped system. You simply find answer, but also find answer for underdamped system, overdamped system. Okay. So whatever I given is sample. So there are some question associated with that sample that you have to find out by yourself.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you, Ashwin. Finally, vote of thanks. Myself, Karthikeyan, proposing the vote of thanks. So, good evening to all. On behalf of Ramco Institute of Technology, Department of Mechanical Engineering. So, first of all, a special thanks to Dr. P. Senthil Kumar, sir, Assistant Professor, Grade 3, Department of Mechatronics, Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, for giving such wonderful session on dynamics of machines, a way to excel in Anna University online MCQ. And also, I extend my most sincere thanks to all the participants, including faculty and students from various institutions, for your active participation. Finally, I thank all the persons behind this wonderful session, our principal, vice principal, HOD Mechanical. Special thanks to Dr. P. Suresh Kumar, sir, and program coordinator Gurraj, sir, and Jabin, sir, and also finally RIT students. Thank you all. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Senthil, thank you, Senthil. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Senthil Kumar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. We will meet some other time, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Ashwin Prabhu, for your active participation.
Thank you, sir. One more thing I want to say, sir. Can I have 1 minute?
Yes, Ashwin, you can.
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful session, and we also gained more knowledge. And it was right time. It was a session at the right time, because both professors or assistant professors and students also will be expecting, because this is the first time they're going to conduct MCQ in unannounced examination. This session was very much helpful in understanding the basics, as well as we also had a quick revision of MCQ, whichever topics we taught. So it was a great session, sir. Thank you, Senthil Kumar, sir, and thank you for organizing the meeting.
Yeah, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you, Ashwin.
Thank you, sir.